Carlos Santana we'll get to in a moment. But first, look at our next entry here, Comparsa CultuCuba. Now, they're representing the Cuban Carnival tradition. This organization teaches dance, drum, percussion, song classes in both Oakland and San Francisco.
Their goal, simply to promote Cuban culture, and they do that by traveling to Cuba itself, the mother country, and also other countries to learn about a variety of cultures. CultuCuba says it wants each participant to feel a greater sense of unity and humanity.
Look at those faces. Look, they're not just smiling to smile for the camera. You know, there's just bliss in being a part of something so grand like this and being able to dance, right?
Yeah, well, you know, when you dance, you got to dance with attitude.
Right.
You know, if you look at some of the real serious dancers, they swing you around and you smile, and it just brings you a lot of joy. That alegría.
We were talking about the stars who've graced this parade in the past. Carlos Santana was one of those stars. He was raised here in the Mission District.
Yeah, he was raised here in the Mission District, and actually for the 10th anniversary of Carnaval, I invited him to come perform on the street, and he came and performed. He couldn't believe it. There was people on the rooftops.
Wow.
I was scared somebody's going to fall off a roof. Right here, actually down the street he performed. And
he's so much a part of the mission where you just go down and you look at all the beautiful murals of the mission, and he is in
the icon,
a lot of them.
Icon, part of this barrio. And you know, his father, Jose Santana, was a mariachi, and he had a Santana mariachi, which was an incredible mariachi. I actually had his mariachi perform with Linda Ronstadt the year Linda Ronstadt came out with that Canciones de mi Padre CD.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, it was crazy. Linda just couldn't stop singing. At the end of the parade, she had about 5,000 people following her.
Wow.
And she created a mob scene, and the police are calling me up and saying, hey, can you tell Linda to stop? I go, no, you tell Linda to stop.
All right, up next, Caribbean Vibrationz, now representing Trinidad and Tobago. And Jessica's out there.
We are with Trisha. Trisha, this is like an explosion of color right here.
Yes, it is. It's a total explosion of color. This is Caribbean Vibrationz all the way. Yes.
Tell me about her costume.
Her costume, our theme this year is Carnival. So we just want to add all the color, all the excitement, all the fun of Carnival. And that's the explosion of color I have going on here.
That is beautiful.
Yes, thank you.
And then tell me about the dance.
Our dance is, we do soca dance. It's from Trinidad and Tobago.
Let's see it.
Yes, a little wine. And it's just fun and relaxing, and it's just an enjoyment of life.
All right. You have children here, and they are getting it down. They're good.
Yes, they are awesome. The kids come to rehearsals, and they do it. They are just, it's just a life. It's just wonderful.
All right, we're going to go down with you guys. Back to you guys.
All right, Jessica, Caribbean Vibrationz first participated in Carnival back in 2010 with just about 40 dancers. But take a look. Today, the group has grown to more than 200. Beautiful costumes out there. The dance choreography this year was done by Tamika Harris of Africa We Dance.
I love that they've incorporated the children in the parade. They bring their kids along. They're a part of it. They're bought in. They will be the next generation that brings this forward.
You know, we talk about these groups.
Look at how they're going to come out. Look at how they're just coming out. You talk about the feathers?
Yes, a lot of feathers. Very colorful, too, and festive.
A lot of time and dedication and money, I suppose, goes into just getting this stuff together.
And we talk about these comparsas that have grown over the years to big numbers, but also the crowd that comes out and participates in and stands on the sidelines of the parade. I mean, that's grown, too.
Yeah, so it is, and this is a perfect group that just started off really small, and it just grows. The energy, the love that people have, You know, and once you get in that parade, that's it. It's over. It's no turning back.
And you have people who volunteer. A lot of people ask you, how do you pull this off with a very small staff? I mean, very small staff.
No staff.
No staff.
We don't have no full-time staff. Actually, we have 513 volunteers.
Wow.
And it's a labor of love. And that's the beautiful about Carnival is that we have so many different individuals who have different talents, and people constantly call me and say, hey, you know what, I want to volunteer. What do I need? This week, I had this gentleman call me and say, Roberto, I know you're busy. What can I take off your plate? And I said, hey, I was going to go buy some duffel bags and a few things. He goes, I'll go buy it. He went and bought it. I said, just bring me a receipt. He dropped it off, and I called him. I said, hey, you didn't leave me a receipt? He says, no, I might give to Carnival. You know, it's just so beautiful, just so much love. And that's what makes it so special. You know, it's that people do this out of amor,
We
y
love
amor,
that.
you know.
I love that.
And and that's what we need all year long is more
Yes.
people to love, because you know what, we were born with love, and that's part of the, you know, as human beings, we're born with love and patience and kindness, and that's what Carnival really brings out of people is that kindness and giving
Yes.
and generosity and togetherness.
And that's an important point to remember, Roberto. Thank you.
Let's
Valverde
give some
Dance
love.
Theater. We're going to give some love to Valverde Dance Theater.
These are folks showcasing traditional indigenous and mestizo dances from the Andes Mountains in South America. And this is a Valverde dance group founded in 2009. They get their inspiration from Peru, Bolivia, Ecuador, Chile, and Argentina.
And this is their first time at Carnival. They're first timers. They look absolutely beautiful. The particular dance that they're doing would typically be performed by people in Peru in the Lake Titicaca region. That area sits 14,000 feet above sea level.
Yeah, in
That's
fact,
high.
How about
Titicaca,
that?
very important in this particular group. That you're going to see an instrument there, very unique instrument. It is a siku, and it's a type of panpipe. They use it to play a 2,000-year-old technique known as a musical dialogue. You can listen closely. You can hear the flute music coming through. This musical dialogue is where two musicians play instead of one. Two musicians playing the melody. Listen close.
We can hear the siku, and now we're seeing the siku. This is a very unique instrument here.
Playing two instruments at one time.
It's amazing. And the men are wearing shawls or serapes. Do they still call them serapes in Peru?
No, they if you look at their, it's like a shawl, like you put over, and then you have your white garment over you, and then you wear your pantalones, and you wear your red socks, and of course you wear your huaraches.
Next up, United Rhythms. This group comes to us as a group that it calls itself World Fusion. This dance style is contemporary world fusion, bringing together reggae, soca, and cumbia among the music forms.
Wow.
Check out this float. Now, they say the theme is meant to highlight the strength of women. The float depicts a supreme being named Shiva. She is the protector and transformer of the universe. It was designed by Suado Cervantes, a Precita Eyes muralist.
And the dancer performing was choreographed by two 7th grade students, two young people who are, of course, part of the dance group there, which I always think is amazing. They're getting out there, they're choreographing so young. United Rhythms is a dance and fitness organization. It teaches all sorts of cultural dances to all age ranges. And the music, it's a mix. It's reggae, soca,
Punta.
cumbia, punta.
Yeah, you know, punta is played in several Central American countries, like Honduras. You know, they're big on punta music. And of course, cumbia. You know, the cumbia goes from
Cumbia's my
Colombia
favorite.
to the Mexicanos dance the cumbia.
Yes.
You learn how to do the washing machine. Remember that movie?
Do the washing machine. Wait a
Selena.
minute.
Selena.
Selena.
Her mom taught her how to do the cumbia, do the washing machine.
You were talking about your grandfather teaching you the guitar. My grandfather, well, my uncle taught me the cumbia.
La cumbia.
Yes, la cumbia, and then at all the quinceañeras and weddings, that's where we learned cumbia, merengue, salsa. All right, this is Telemundo 48 and Comcast Xfinity. Telemundo is, of course, a Spanish-language TV network. We work very closely with these folks covering news in the Bay Area.
Telemundo 48, the only breaking news station in Spanish language in the Bay Area. And for the first time, they're going to be covering two major soccer tournaments. The Confederations Cup 2017, also known as CONCACAF, and the World Cup of 2018, which explains their soccer-themed float.
Of course, that big soccer ball right in the middle of it. And they've been participants in Carnival for more than a decade now. All right, up next, Danza Azteca Xipetotec.
Now this group, they drove up today from the South Bay to participate. They're performing Aztec dances derived from the pre-Hispanic age in ancient Mexico. Each step, they say, is carefully marked and is a representation of prayer, animals, deities, and others. The founder, Gerardo Salinas, comes from Tacuba, Mexico, came here from the United States in the 70s.